Hello and welcome to another MOC showcase video. Well, sticking to our railway theme, I decided to model a common sight on many old railways, a signal box. In their day, a signal box would control all the points and signals along a stretch of track. While most of these in the UK are no longer in use, there are still a fair few that have stuck around. This one isn't based on any real-life prototype, but if you know your railways, you'll probably be likening this to one from the Midland Railway. It wasn't a deliberate choice, I just like the colours. Enough dawdling though, let's take a look inside. The first floor comes off to reveal the basement or locking room, and if I turn this around, the back wall is removable so you can see inside much more easily. Now this here is meant to be a representation of the very complicated interlocking mechanism. It's basically there to connect all the levers to the right signals or points. It also makes sure that certain points or levers can't be switched without the correct procedures and so on and so forth. Obviously this is not a functional mechanism, but I've done my best to make it look like examples that I've found on the internet. I've also added a couple of cupboards and drawers that probably house various tools and pieces of equipment for maintenance and so on. Moving on up now, and it's time to look at my favourite bit, the control room. Once again, the roof and part of the back wall come off so you can get a better look inside. If you look up any signal box interior, you will see that it is packed to the teeth with instruments. So that's what I've done. There's undoubtedly a science as to how many instruments and levers you would have depending on the layout, but I haven't followed anything specific. However, I've made sure that all the instruments resemble ones from real signal boxes, like this token machine which houses the keys given to drivers as a rite of passage down a single line of track. On the lever frame I've put various different coloured levers, including a yellow for a distance signal, black ones for points, and reds and browns for others. Probably not remotely accurate to the diagram above, which was hand drawn on a piece of sticker paper, but at least you get the idea. Turning the building around slightly, you can see the signalman there taking a quick break by the little fireplace. It's probably a quiet day on the railway and he's just enjoying a bit of dairy milk chocolate. That piece, by the way, I got from Firestar Toys. There's nothing much to say about the roof apart from that I was extremely pleased with how it all looked after it finally came together, especially with the dark red finish. Well, that about does it for the signal box, but we're not done yet. For what would be a signal box without some signals. Just a couple of variations here. This one is your bog standard semaphore signal. It has two positions. Straight across means stop, which would also be shown by the red light, while pointing upwards like this, sometimes downwards depending on the railway, means go. This one here is what's called a distance signal. These are basically designed to show what the next standard signal is saying, and instead of a red light for stop, there is a yellow one for slow. I also have this double signal that you'll often find at the end of a station or junction, just to add a bit of variety. Now, while these two signals are just static, I do intend to make them move, and I have in fact mechanised this one already. It's a pretty simple function with the lever just pulling on a bit of string, but it does the trick. Well, that about does it. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next showcase. Take care.